Hi Nova, are you coming to my wedding?
Of course I am, it's very important day of my brother. Why can I absent? It's going to be a really important day for the whole family. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
What?
Why are you so surprised like that? Do you want me to go?
It's just that you came home from Paris, so everyone will pay attention at you and you'll steal all the attention. I should take all the attraction because I'm the bride, the main character of the ceremony. I knew that you have always been a spoiled child, and if you go, everyone's eyes will only be on you. I don't want that happens.
No way. What are you talking about? I don't think that's going to happen.
I am talking with you in a very impolite way, so please listen to me. You know all I said is true, so just followed it. Do you remember on Tet holiday, whenever you're around everyone goes straight to you? You're just an attention seeker.
I don't mean to get everyone's attention. It might just be because everyone just wanted to ask me about the life in Paris. You know that's the land no one came.
Whatever, everyone is always glued to you and wants to talk.
I don't understand why you keep saying stuff like this as if it's my fault. I just do nothing.
It's going to be my wedding day, but the moment you show up will ruin everything. I'm sick of everyone idolizing you as if you were sort of celebrity. My wedding day should only be about me. I am the queen with the crowd who can take the attention of everyone. I'm obviously cuter than you are.
I don't know, I don't really think people idolize me as you say. I think you are looking too much into this. It's really not like that. Everyone talked to you a lot too. Do you recognize it?
Really? Do you think so?
Yes, my dad told me that he was sad that you and I don't get along. You can see every sister-in-law have the good term with her husband's sister. I want to be on the good rapport with you too. So don't make my wish harder by told me doing that strange thing. There is no sister who doesn't come to her brother wedding. I think we should put the differences aside for the wedding day for the sake of our family. You know there was a lot of people there, so I don't think everyone there will be staring at me.
Yeah, that's right. I am greater than you are. And I will be an amazing wedding ever. No one will have any interest in you.
Yes, no one will even be looking at me. You and my brother are getting married. It's a biggest meaningful day for the both of you. I'm excited to go.
That's the reason why I am told you not to come. I knew this was going to happen all along. I need you to go home. You're so full of yourself, I can see everything.
Why? What's wrong with you, Helen? Isn't the wedding going to start soon? I don't want to miss it. This is the day my brother has his own small family, I have to go.
But I don't want you here after all. Are you understand what I said? Everything has been ruined because everyone would rather spoiled you. Mom and Dad will be very happy because you come. My mood and the wedding day feel completely ruined with you being here. Can't you see how much of a nuisance you are?
But I didn't do anything. Did something happen that I don't know about?
I heard and saw everything.
What do you mean by this?
It seems like you and my parents are on good terms with each other. What do you plan on doing?
I just can't understand what you think on your mind. I am not planning anything. Having a good rapport with each other is a good thing. I don't understand why you can take it as a problem. I'm not planning anything. They just came up to me and started talking to me. That's all.
You're such a liar. I knew that you would start deceiving people with that fake ugly smile of yours as soon as you got the chance. And then you told them some flattery. My parents are not yours. Maybe your parents spoiled you and give you all the thing. They use all their money for you to go study abroad, especially go to Paris, a very expensive city. But my parents are not yours. Don't ever think about take their attention and get the profit from them. I can't make it happen.
I only just met them and exchanged a few words. Nothing more than that. I have enough money to living, I also do a part-time job, I don't have to deceive anyone.
All you do is suck people into liking you. Just let me have this and stay out of it. I know your plan is to hog all the attention of both our parents and then they will give you some money. Do you plan on just stealing everything from me?
What are you talking about? I have no ill intentions. All I did was say hi to your parents and had a short conversation. I can't believe you hate me like that.
I don't believe in a word you are saying. Why did you have to compare you and me to my parents? Also, this is my wedding and I'm dressed up in my wedding dress and look the prestiest I ever have in my life.
I also want to see how beautiful you are on that day. So please don't force me to stay at home. I really want to come.
But I know I will wear a super high-end dress and my parents saying how cute you looked in your dress instead. How dare you? That comparison shouldn't even have been made. I don't want to hear the compliment of people in my own wedding. You all should talk about me. Not in your dress.
Why would we even compare you to anyone at your own wedding? We all think you look stunning. And Noon can't take her eyes from you.
No. I only kept hearing how good and cute you are. Not once did I hear about me and my dress. Everyone is clearly comparing you to me. Do you actually think you are cuter than me?
I think you really misunderstood our conversation. Please don't misunderstand.
I should be the one being spoiled. This is one and only special day. You're such an eyesore. Just disappear.
I don't want to have a bad argue with you. Don't bother me anymore. I can't believe that you're that kind of person. How can you boost your value by look down on the other people? I think marrying a person like you is a wrong choice of my brother. I will told this to my parents.
See? I know you are a bad lady. It's not wrong. All I have told about you is all true. Put your fake face down and let everyone know about the bad personality behind that cute fake face. Once you are not out of my sight for good, I'll finally be happy for it. You are so rude and awful, just get lost.
Okay, but I don't want my parents sad because of seeing us combat each other like this. Can we just start over?
I could care less. I have wanted you gone from the start.
I know that. Can we please just ET along? I am willing to try.
Stop acting so self-righteous. All because you have good education and work for a hotshot company in a big city. You think you can keep taking everything else from me?
I am not trying to take anything from you. My life is fulfilled. I don't need anything else, especially from others' life.
Yes, you are, and I know it. You are playing the role of the good and obedient child that everyone loves, and I find it so repulsive. You try so hard to flatter everyone around you, and now you are doing it to my parents. You made me sick.
Hey, you are older than me, you are my sister-in-law, aren't you? I know that you hate me from the bottom of your heart. But let's try to stay calm and deal with this situation as adults, can you? I don't want to cause a sense between the two of us.
I don't need to sit here and listen to someone younger than me who thinks they are all that to lecture me. I already gave you instructions on how this situation can be handled. I told you to leave several times. So leave!
Okay, I understand, but I am not sure I can keep this as a secret between us. If you are really that upset to keep insulting me like that, then I guess I have no choice.
At the end you are leaving, so why don't you leave much more sooner?
Are you sure this is what you want? I will leave now because this is your wedding, but in the future I expect you to treat me differently. I want to be more polite when speaking to me next time we see each other.
It doesn't matter to M. I don't plan on seeing you ever again after this.
I plan on never seeing you again either. I think it will be for the best after all of the things you have said to me. With that settled, goodbye. On wedding day.
Hey, no one is here. The whole place is empty. Where did everyone go? Was this your doing? Did you do something? This all has to be because of something you did.
I only did exactly as you said. But I have told mom and dad about all thing you said to me. They thought it's a wrong choice for let you be the member of our family. So everyone come to their home. And there won't be any wedding ceremony.
You took everyone with you?
When I said that I was leaving, everyone else decided to leave too.
What's with that? That doesn't make any sense. This is my wedding, why can you do that? I can understand if your parents decided to leave with you, but why everyone? Even my husband?
I wonder why. I guess since I decided to leave, they wanted to leave too.
They listened to you just because they all always spoiled you.
In the end, why can't you realize you fault? And you just put everything on me? Look back to yourself and consider it's true or false.
I knew that you would eventually steal everyone away from me. It was only a matter of time. Even thought I loved everyone and they are so important to me. Everyone was supposed to love me too. Not you. One day, I'll take everyone back, you'll see.
Helen, I think you aren't understanding everything that just happened clearly. You think that everyone liked me instead of you isn't the problem here. The reason why they left was because of your acting the way that you are. Your behavior towards me was your own downfall.
I'm the victim here.
You really disappointed my brother too.
Why?
He loves me when I was a kid and he wanted to marry a person who can be my sister. He always dreamed of having a loving wife and family. He said that he can't marry someone who treats his little sister that way.
Why everything comes so suddenly? I can't accept it.
But you have to, he already made his decision. The wedding will never happen no matter how long you sit there and beg everyone come back to you.
What about all the money I spent on this wedding? Is that all just going to waste?
It's all my family money, so we can choose what to do with it.
How could my own parents and family agree with you and just leave me here alone on my wedding day during the Seder?
You know, they can't spoil you anymore. They just couldn't understand the behavior you were exhibiting to me. They were at a loss for words at what you were saying to me. You were always causing trouble for them in school because of how you treated the other girl in the class. You are the bully. My brother was so shocked when he knew that. Now everything can't change, please accept the truth and give me peaceful. My brother think that you are really selfish and rude.
I didn't mean it like that. It was a mistake and it all just came out wrong. I'm just really upset right now. I really didn't mean it. I swear.
Don't talk to me. You need to say sorry to your parents and my brother. They are hurted. I think they deserve an explanation.
No, I just want my husband and wedding back. Your brother told me that the wedding was seriously canceled and that I need to go home. Did everyone really have to take it this far?
Of course, everyone is upset. He is angry at your lack of common sense in the situation you put yourself in. You can't even see what you did wrong. Your jealously just took over everything that you've had. That's all. You know, you have lost your control and everyone can easily see that you cry about my family's money and just want to live an easy life. But you know Noon want to marry a lazy person a though you are hot, young and beautiful. Beauty can disappear by the time but knowledge and personality is persistent. But that's the thing you're lack of. So this is all the thing that I have to tell and explain to you. I don't hate you, I hope you can take the lesson and be a better person in the future. And you need to think about your parents too, the one who always love you and forgive you.
I am aware. I will plan on finding a job soon and I will be very busy in the future.
Good to hear that. Every parent wants their child to work and be independent. I'm telling you this because of your reliance on my brother. So I think you know what's wrong and I think you can get better. Fighting.
Thank for you advice. I talked with Helen's parents again because they were so sorry about how she treated me, but I reassured them that this wasn't their fault at all. They seemed really embarrassed, but I don't.
Congrats on getting married. I'm so happy for you. I'm really excited for the wedding too.
Salim, thank you so much. That means a lot. I had a strong desire to introduce you to the woman I'm going to marry prior to the wedding, but I struggled to find the perfect moment to do so. It would be pleasant if there's a chance for you all to meet briefly before the significant day.
You don't have to worry about that. Considering that you've personally selected her, I'm confident that she must be an exceptional choice.
You think so? I hope I'm making the right decision. I never really thought marriage was in the cards for me. I never thought I would make such a big commitment after all these years of being content on my own, you know?
You okay? Getting the jitters all of a sudden? I'm sure it's pretty normal to feel nervous or doubtful before making such an important decision though.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'm fine though.
Anna, was it? Tell me a bit about her.
She's really beautiful. And is quite successful with her job as well.
You met her through work, right?
Yeah. We met when our companies were doing business together. I'm sure she's a good person, otherwise I wouldn't even think of marrying her, but there's a few moments here and there where I get a bit worried, to be honest.
Worried? About what exactly? I imagined you would be ecstatic now that the wedding day was decided and all, but I guess there's a lot on your mind, huh? I'm here for you, okay? I can't do much, but I can listen, if that's what you need.
To think that the day would come that I would be asking my little sister, 10 years younger than me at that, for love advice. When I said worried, I guess it would be more accurate to say that she's the one who gets really worried about me.
Oh, really? I see. I guess you want to brag about how much she loves you.
Oh my goodness. No. I'm sure you already know since we're family, but I seriously have been alone and single all this time, up until I met her. Not only that, but I also went to an all-boys private school. College was a much different either, with me always hanging out with the guys from the engineering department. I never learned how to talk to girls.
Yeah, now that you mention it, you never really were wanting to talk about girls.
Yep. But now, Anna is all worried.
Worried about what?
Like, that I might be cheating on her or something like that.
Seriously? Out of everyone I've met in my life, you are the last person who would cheat. What in the heck would make her think that? This is just too hilarious.
Okay. Now that you've had a good laugh, can we focus on fixing the issue at hand here? I really need to do something about this situation.
I really don't understand where she would get this idea if you cheating. Like it's literally impossible for someone like you. Do you know why she started getting all worried?
Yeah, I know. I could never do something like that. But she just happened to see me having a conversation with another girl at work. It was literally just a conversation, but she just started raging so hard I couldn't do anything to calm her down. That's when I started to get a little worried about our relationship.
Wow, she got that angry over some conversation? It's work, for crying out loud. What does she expect? There's no way to avoid talking to other workers just because they're the opposite sex.
Well, honestly, it's not a big deal. Other than that one issue, things have been pretty great. I just have to make sure she doesn't see me talking to other girls at work.
So all in all, You just wanted to brag about your relationship after all?
Oh geez. Give me a break.
Thanks, Ryan. What a great story. Now I want a relationship too.
Slow down. You don't need a boyfriend just yet.
Excuse me, but I'm already 27. I'd like to settle down soon. Well, I'm glad that you're happy and doing well. I'm so excited for the wedding. I'll see you then.
That's what you get for trying to steal my man. Go to hell. If you think this is over, you're dead wrong. I'm taking you down. You better prepare yourself.
Just wait a second. Is this Anna? What's going on? I don't understand.
There's something really messed up about the fact that you are in my fiancé's bedroom right before our wedding. Enough is enough. You'll be sorry if you keep trying. You skank! The least you could have done was reconsider the timing of it all. What? Are you trying to ruin the wedding? You think you can get Ryan to back out at this point?
Hold on now. Calm down. I really don't understand a single thing you're saying. This is all one big misunderstanding. Anyways, I'm at the hospital right now getting treated. My face is all messed up and I can barely even write these messages right now. Why would you do something like this? I never did anything to you to deserve this.
How do you feel after being beat up by 5 girls? That's what you get. Don't try to play innocent with me. Rot in hell. Where you belong.
I seriously don't get it. What in the heck is going? Ryan, I really think you should back out of the wedding. Your fiancée is out of her mind. You really need to reconsider.
What are you saying? It's the day of the wedding. What with this change of heart out of the blue?
I'm serious here.
Please listen to what I'm trying to say. I have bigger issues here, sis. Like my glasses that I asked you to pick up. I have to deal with all the relatives flying in, so I'm grateful that you offered to go pick them up at my house, but aren't you taking a little too long?
I'm at the hospital right now.
At the hospital? What happened?
I'll send you the address at the hospital, so please bring Mom and come quickly. This is Anna, right? I've regained complete consciousness now. It looks like you literally broke my face. It's going to take a lot of time to heal. How are you going to take responsibility for this?
Responsibility? That's my question. How are you going to take responsibility, hun? You started this mess.
Excuse me? What do you expect me to take responsibility for in the first place? After causing this much damage to my face, you have the audacity to ask me to take responsibility?
You should be grateful that you're even alive. If you try to get between me and Ryan any further, you'll pay an even bigger price than that pretty face of yours.
Get in between you guys? How did I do that? You didn't even let me get a word in before you brought your friends in to beat me up. I didn't do anything to deserve being attacked.
So you still want to try to hide the fact that you have been cheating with Ryan behind my back?
What the heck? Where are you getting these ideas?
And even on the day of my freaking wedding? Do you even have a brain? Who the heck would do something so stupid?
Unbelievable. How could you just jump to conclusions like that? Ryan wasn't even with me. And besides, you really don't trust Ryan at all? Even though you're getting married?
I finally got my hands on a good guy this time. You think I'm going to let him get away that easily? Sure, you may be younger than me. But you're not even much to look at. I don't even know what Ryan saw in you, but I won't let you have him.
You've got to be kidding me. You're not even going to let me explain anything, are you?
I don't want to hear anything a cheater has to say. No need to explain yourself with some stupid excuses. Besides, there's nothing in it for me at this point. Ryan and I are getting married, and that's that. I'll finally get to settle down with a guy who's made it in life. Someone who can bring my lifestyle it. Ryan will be a nice husband who listens to what I have to say without complaining. I finally found myself someone like that for myself. You think a measly affair with the likes of you will stop me?
Can you just stop for 1 second with the darn illusions and listen to what I have to say?
What is it, huh? I'm telling you, I'm not in the wrong in this situation. I don't regret what I did at all. You had it coming. You're the one that went and had an affair with my Ryan. You thought you were going to get away with a slap on the wrist? You broke your face? You should be thankful that getting punched in the face was the only thing that happened this time.
I'm Ryan's sister.
What? His sister?
Now that you know, you still don't regret what you did?
Are you seriously his sister?
This morning, my brother asked me to go pick up some of his things. That's why I was at his house. I didn't think that I'd end up at the hospital like this.
Ryan's little sister?
My brother was staying at our parents' house last night and accidentally broke his glasses. So I went to look for an extra pair he had at his house. To think that I'd end up like this with my face practically unrecognizable.
You're really his sister? I mean, you look way too young. How can you be his sister? You guys must be years apart.
We're 10 years apart. But does that matter? You think you make some excuse up with something like that?
So, just making sure you are Ryan's sister? No mistake? Salim?
You knew Ryan had a younger sister, and you didn't even think for 1 second that some girl at his house could be family? I mean, come on. You could have just asked who I was first.
I mean, I wasn't thinking straight.
And now you're going to pay the consequences. My brother and my parents are on their way to the hospital.
What? Why? We need to get ready for the wedding. How is the wedding supposed to happen if Ryan is gone? Is that why he hasn't answered his phone?
Is that all you care about now? I'm at the hospital because of you.
Yeah. I do admit it's my fault, but what can I do at this point? It wasn't my intention to hurt Ryan's little sister, but how was I supposed to know? It was just a small error in judgment, that's all.
I gotta say, things aren't looking too good for you. It's too late now to do anything to make up for what you did. No matter how you look at it, what you did counts as criminal behavior. And what were your friends thinking? Did they think they would just get away with ganging up on a young girl like that?
Put yourself in our shoes. The bride and all the bridesmaids are headed to the wedding venue. We stopped by the groom's house to say hello and find some woman standing in his bedroom. I saw red. Of course, my friends were going to help me out. It was messed up and they all have my back. That's why they're my bridesmaids.
Sure, but even in the middle of the whole fiasco, your friends tried to stop you when they saw how far you were going. Everyone knew you were going overboard. There was no need for you to do so much damage under any circumstance. You need to pay for the hospital bills.
Sure, I'll pay. Of course I'll pay. So please, don't tell Ryan about this. He can't find out that I was the one who caused all that damage to your face.
Are you freaking serious? So you want me to lie and say some random person broke into the house and started beating me up for no reason? No one would believe such nonsense. And you're the only other person with the keys to my brother's house.
Oh no! Please don't tell me you already told Ryan.
Of course I told him. My brother is done with you.
How could you tell him? The wedding is today, for crying out loud. What am I supposed to do now? The ceremony is supposed to start soon. How could this be happening?
Honestly, there's no one and nothing to blame but yourself. And why would you even think my brother is cheating on you in the first place? My brother is such a trustworthy guy with a good head on his shoulders. You shouldn't even be considering marriage when you can't see such an obvious truth.
I beg you, please. Ask Ryan to call me so we can talk things out. Explain to him that it's not my fault. I'm sure you can make something up.
You're his little sister, right? That's the least you can do. Don't you want to fix this mess?
You're just a violent criminal to me. I have no intention of saving you here. You don't deserve my help and I won't lie to my brother. I don't want him marrying someone like you either.
Please, don't do this to me. We can work this out.
I'm going to be getting the police involved. You won't be getting away with this. It doesn't matter what you say at this point, I won't be changing my mind.
The police? You don't have to go that far. Why are you making such a big deal out of this? What did I do that was so wrong?
You assaulted your fiancée's sister. That's what you did. You committed a crime.
If you put it that way, I guess you're not wrong, but I didn't know. If I knew you were his sister, I wouldn't have done anything.
You can't just get away with it for not knowing. You did the crime. Even if I was cheating, it would still be a crime. There isn't one good reason to act as violently as you did towards another person.
Please, don't destroy my life like this. Isn't there any other way to solve this? You don't have to go to the police. You have to make sure to explain things to Ryan so he doesn't think badly of me.
It's too late. I already explained the situation and my brother is furious.
No. Why would you do that? How could you?
How could I? After you beat my face this badly, of course things would turn out like this. Which side do you think my brother would take? After seeing me like this? If you tried to lie to my brother, it would be too obvious. There's no way you can get away with this. My brother already saw all the damage that was done.
Didn't I apologize already? We're going to be sisters-in-law. Can't you help me out here, as family?
Please, that won't be happening.
What do you mean by that?
My brother knows your true colors now. And he's really angry about everything that's happened. The wedding is cancelled and your engagement? It's over.
You're lying. There's no way. We were supposed to go get our marriage registered after the ceremony. How can he just back out now? It's too late. This is ridiculous. I'll sue you guys.
Why don't you just try? We'll be suing you as well. My brother has enough good reasons to.
No way. What am I supposed to do then?
You're violent and you don't listen to people. You jump to conclusions right away and cause trouble for others. I'm so glad my brother isn't marrying someone like you. And I'm glad I won't have to consider you my family either.
This is all a misunderstanding. That's not who I am. Really. I'm not who you think I am. I just slipped up this time. I'm not like this. You know, it's the day of the wedding and I was feeling really nervous. Yeah. Like pre-wedding jitters?
You expect me to believe that the jitters are what caused you to punch me in the face. Honestly, I'm glad this all happened. Sure, it was painful, but we were able to find out about you before you guys got married. I'm relieved. Oh, I'll be asking for compensation money for all the days I won't be able to go to work as well.
How about the wedding?
Are you serious?
Ryan and your parents are at the hospital, right?
How about the wedding? What am I supposed to do now?
Well, hell, you really can only think about yourself. No shame, huh? You'll probably get a call from my brother soon. The wedding is cancelled, like I said. My brother has already started contacting all the guests to tell them the news.
No, no, no. This can't be happening. Please save me. I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean for this to happen. Please help me out here. I really want to get married. I beg you.
You brought this upon yourself. You should think twice before acting violently next time. But I doubt anyone would even consider getting married to you after this. Have fun living a lonely life.
Eventually, the wedding was called off. Anna, with tears streaming down her face, went to Ryan and dropped to her knees, pleading for forgiveness. Ryan terminated the engagement without a moment's hesitation. Would the elder brother pardon someone for inflicting such harm on his younger sister's face? We lodged a report against Anna with the authorities, leading to her responsibility for the hospital expenses and other restitution charges. She was also obligated to cover the costs incurred from the wedding's cancellation. She ultimately exhausted all the savings she had accumulated. After reporting Anne's bridesmaids to the police, they became furious with her for entangling them in such a messy situation. Once they made the choice to terminate their friendship with Anna, she found herself utterly alone. Her employer discovered her wrongdoing and promptly terminated her employment. She suffered the loss of her job, her fiancé, and her friends. This serves as a reminder of the consequences that follow impulsive actions driven by fleeting emotions like anger. Hopefully, she has acquired a valuable lesson from this experience.
I have just completed my work and I am now heading back home.
Hi. I'll be able to finish work on time too.
Excellent. I will prepare dinner and eagerly await your arrival at home. What are your dinner preferences for this evening?
Curry!
Okay. You really love curry.
Your curry is the best. Oh, do we have any meat in the fridge? I believe my mother utilized all the meat yesterday.
I guess there's no more meat then. Since I didn't go grocery shopping yesterday, I didn't manage to acquire any meat. Can I just make vegetable curry?
What? Be real? It's chicken curry or no curry.
I got it. I know you love chicken curry. Once I arrive home, I will proceed to do the grocery shopping.
Sorry, I appreciate it.
I don't have much time to simmer it. Will you be okay with it?
That's fine. I'll eat it again tomorrow night.
Okay. Good luck with the rest of your work. Chicken curry will be waiting for you.
I will work hard for chicken curry. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Max, it's an emergency.
What? What happens? I'm going home now. Sarah is making curry for dinner tonight. Don't complain about her cooking this time, Mom.
We don't have time to talk about it. Sarah!
Sarah's what?
I'm sorry about Sarah. I can't believe she got into an accident.
It was my fault.
How could it be your fault?
I told her to make curry for dinner. Sarah went out shopping because I said I wanted chicken curry. Then she got into an accident and this is my fault.
You don't need to be so sad about it. You worry too much.
I appreciate your consolation, but I'm really not in the mood right now. Sarah died because of me.
Get a hold of yourself. Sarah wouldn't be happy if she saw you like this.
That's true, but I want to blame myself for a little longer. That is all there is left for me to do.
We have to plan a funeral too. We're also holding a wake tomorrow.
I know, but I can't get a hold of my emotions yet.
Sarah would be sad if she saw you like this. Do you want to make her sad?
I know, but I didn't expect you to console me so much. I thought you didn't like Sarah. You two weren't so close although you lived together.
I didn't dislike her. I never imagined anything like this would happen. But we have to accept reality. We can't stay sad forever.
But it happened just yesterday. I can't get over it so fast.
But you have to get over. You have many things to do.
Yeah, we have to prepare for the funeral and everything. We also have to think about the speech for the funeral.
Didn't you forget something important?
What?
The insurance. I texted you to talk about the insurance. I want to know the amount before making a big purchase.
The amounts? Big purchase? What are you talking about?
Be realistic. Your wife is dead. But it was a good thing she died in an accident.
It was a good thing. Are you out of your mind?
You'll receive the compensation and the full amount of insurance because she died in an accident. It was better than losing her due to a disease. You would have had to take care of her in that case.
Wait! Is this some kind of sick joke? I really don't have room in my mind to laugh at your jokes right now.
A sick joke? What are you talking about?
If it isn't a sick joke, what are you talking about? You're talking about the compensation and the insurance when I'm devastated. I'm disconsolate about the death of my wife. It was a good thing? Nothing about this was good. Do you consider me your family?
You're going to give us half of the money because you're our family, aren't you?
What are you reading my texts?
I am. Did you read mine?
Stop talking about it. I don't want to talk about it. Why are you talking about money right now?
We have to talk about it now. I can make a purchase unless I know how much money I'm going to get.
What? Make a purchase? By the way, where did you go? We are prepping for the funeral.
I thought I could buy a new car depending on how much money I'm going to get. I came to have a look.
Wait! Are you serious right now? Your daughter-in-law, whom you used to live with, died and you went to look at a new car while your son is preparing for the funeral?
What? It's better than feeling depressed and not doing anything like you. We have to move forward. We're alive.
I can't believe this. My biological mother is telling me such unethical things without hesitation. And acting unethically.
What? Your father is with me too.
Dad too? What are you two doing?
We've been wanting a new car. We thought the timing was perfect.
Don't you flip and know that you're not supposed to say something so inappropriate? Don't you ever say this in front of Sarah's parents. I'm so ashamed that you're my parents.
Oh well, it's a good thing you have a family. You don't have Sarah anymore, but you have us. It was too bad Sarah died in an accident. And how much is the insurance? I'll get half of it because we're family, right?
You're inhumane.
Whatever. Just give me the money.
Stop messing with me. Enough is enough. You crossed the line.
Why are you mad?
You two are the lowest of the low. You're not my family anymore. I've only had one family, Sarah. You two are just parasites that leech off my house.
That's so rude. That's not the way to talk to your parents.
Say whatever you want. I don't consider you my parents anymore. You're not my family anymore, so don't think of me as your family.
Huh? What are you talking about? We're family.
You asked me to give you half of the insurance when I was devastated. What you did is inhumane. I don't need both of you. You're not in my family anymore. Don't depend on the insurance.
Don't be so cold. So how much are you going to get? We'll split. We'll split it into thirds with me, your dad, and you.
No way. Are you insane? I won't give you a penny.
Not even a penny? You're kidding.
You're the one who's kidding, aren't you? It's only been a day since Sarah died and you're already planning to buy a new car? Are you crazy? You're the ones who's kidding, aren't you? You're a psychopath. Do you not have a heart?
Why are you calling me names? It's not our fault. It's just time to buy a new car.
How is that related to my wife dying in a car accident? You don't understand how despaired I am. Do you realize that I lost my wife?
I know. I'm sorry if I made you upset. We've been so busy thinking about buying a new car. We couldn't shift our focus. I'm sorry.
It's too late to apologize.
Why I apologized, I should be forgiven. Just tell me how much the entrance will be. That's all I need to know.
I told you already. I'm not giving you any money. Not only that, but I also need you to get out of the house.
What?
I don't want to see your face again. Pack your bags and get out.
What? Are you going to kick us out? You can do that?
Why? This is my house. Of course I can kick you out. I don't even want to see your face anymore. Get out!
Cut it out already? We're your parents. It's crazy to kick your parents out that you live with.
I only let you live with us out of charity. I didn't want to live with you two in the first place. You two had to sell your house to pay off your debts. That's the only reason I let you live with us. But I'm not going to let you live in my house anymore. Just get out.
Are you really going to kick us out? What are we supposed to do after being kicked out of the house? Where are we supposed to go?
I don't care about that. You two are in your 50s. You can still work. You're alive. Sarah can't work anymore. We can't even be with each other anymore.
Okay, just calm down. Max, don't kick us out of the house. Families should live together.
I told you I don't consider you my family anymore. I don't care if you two become homeless. Having known your cruelty, I'm so done with you. You two have thought of Sarah as a stranger.
I'm sorry that we hadn't understood how despaired you were. But let's just calm down. Blaming me won't do anything, right? I'm sorry I sent you such insensitive texts.
It was an eye-opener.
What do you mean?
My only family was Sarah. You two only depended on my income. You've never cared about me. I finally realized that you've only been taking advantage of me.
That's not true. We're a fan in unity.
We lived in unity. You always criticized Lisa's cooking and complained about it. She always laughed it off, but I felt bad for her every day.
Did you?
Who would be happy to see their loved one being criticized? I can't apologize enough to her. And I'm willing to pay for it for the rest of my life. I'll cut you two out of my life first. I won't let you two take advantage of me anymore. I can't live with heartless people. Don't come to her funeral. You're disgusting.
Don't be so harsh. We should support each other. We're a family.
The insurance is the only thing you want. You won't get any, so give it up. Bye. Don't ever pretend like we're a family. Go to hell. Sarah, I haven't been able to accept your death. I feel like you'll reply to me again. I'll never forget about you. Thank you for having married me and been with me. Goodbye, I'll try to move forward. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Subsequently, Max's parents attempted to forcefully enter Sarah's funeral. However, the security guards discovered them and ejected them. Consequently, Max's parents ended up without a place to live after being expelled from the premises. Despite their tears, apologies, and pleas for assistance, they received no response from Max as he remained steadfast in his choices, continuously disregarding their pleas. Although Max's complete healing would require some more time, he made the choice to embark on a new beginning, carrying gratitude and love for Sarah within his heart. He intends to sever all ties with his parents completely, and he is actively working towards moving forward, treasuring his memories with Sarah. Cutting ties with such a heartless family was likely the appropriate course of action.
Do you have a minute? We need to talk.
Yeah, I'm okay. What's wrong?
Did you happen to go out earlier today around lunch? I saw you walking with a strange guy. I never see him before.
Are you sure about that? Did you mistake me for someone else?
I'm sure it was you. I wasn't in my office much at all today besides early this morning. I was kept pretty busy running around town today. I think it's 2 o'clock that I saw you walking with someone up to a restaurant.
Well, even if I was with someone today, what does that matter to you? Just because you saw me walking around with someone doesn't mean you're gonna accuse me of cheating.
You're right. Just walking around with someone ordinarily wouldn't be a big deal. But you certainly have never dressed like that to go for a restaurant. At least with me. And people also don't usually hold hands with their friends.
If you're accusing me of something, why don't you just outright say it?
And if you want to insist that this was just some friend that you were with, I'm gonna have to concern about how close you should be with our friends. Well, I'm willing to hear you explain this one.
You're really sure of yourself, then you're positive it was me. I guess that's that. It looks like there's no point trying to hide anything now. I should have been more careful. I can't believe this is how you find out.
So you admit it then? You've been cheating, haven't you?
What a clever little detective. Yes, you saw correctly. I was with someone earlier today, and it wasn't just a lunch at a restaurant. We're on a date.
What else?
Do you want to know about my day? Is this what you were wanting to hear? I don't really have anything else to say. I think we're done.
Hang on just a moment.
What do you want from me? I cheated and now you know we're over. There's nothing else to say about it.
Don't you think that I deserve a bit of an explanation? Do you even know who this guy is? Are you in a relationship with him? What did I do to make you want to cheat? You can't be seriously asking me that, Steve.
Of course, I know who it is. His name is Pete. He works at the biggest IT company in the country. I'm almost positive that he's making about $1 million a year. Can you even imagine making that kind of money, Steve?
I see it all makes sense now. You're only with him because of his money.
So what if I am? If you even wanted to think about trying to match that, your only option would be to change jobs. You don't make nearly as much as he does, but who cares now? Your career doesn't matter to me anymore. We're done. You're always going to be stuck working at that pathetic factory. You'd need to shut the whole thing down if you ever wanted to change your career.
We both know that'll never happen. I don't think there's anything wrong with my career or how much money I'm making. I really don't understand you. Can't believe that. You want to throw this relationship away over money.
You haven't got a clue, Steve. I already told you your pathetic career doesn't matter. We're done whether you believe it or not. Alright, you might be the manager of that factory in the future, but that's all you have. You're totally worthless.
Alright, that's enough. I don't want to hear any more. Thank you for clearing that all up for me. If you've made up your mind, fine by me. Promise me one thing though, Layla. Don't come back crying to me when it all falls apart.
You've got to be kidding me. You've got quite an imagination. I understand there's no way you could get over me that easily.
No lasting relationship has ever started out of an affair. You'll see. Good luck to you.
Maybe you should put that towards trying to advance your career. Save your good luck, Steve. You might need it to hold together that mess of a factory you can barely keep going. Bye. I have some wonderful news. I'm sure you'll be excited to hear all about it, Stephen. I thought it would be so kind of me to share with you. I just feel awful if you still had feelings for me.
What are you talking about? I don't need any help moving on. I don't care. I don't need any updates. I already told him over it. Whatever it is, you should tell someone who will share your excitement.
So I want to make it easier for you to give up on the thought of us ever happening again. I know you're just trying to act, Steve. It's fine. That's why I will help. You don't have to thank me. Just try not to get too upset.
I guess you're gonna keep texting me no matter what I say so. So, hurry up whatever.
I got married, Steve.
You? Already? But when?
That's right. It wasn't long after our last conversation. We didn't want to waste any time.
Not long after? It's only been like a few days.
Yeah, 3 days after our conversation.
You weren't kidding about not wasting time?
Of course I wasn't kidding. This isn't a joke. Pete proposed me at a luxury place, so naturally. He really is just perfect. I can't believe I almost missed out on being with someone just so amazing. It's a good thing. I won't have to live with any regrets now. Pete's already told me how much he loves me, and the fact that we got married so soon shows that he is a man of action. I don't think he could be any more perfect. I'm so happy.
Sounds like he's great for you. You really do seem happy. I hope it makes it easier to keep working your job that you hate and always complain about.
Stop trying to ruin my good mood.
You're right. Sorry for ruining the mood.
You're only trying to bring me down since you're still feeling so miserable. I won't let that happen though. You should realize that you're only worth as much as you make. Everyone knows that. I almost feel bad for you. Someone like you can't even compare to Pete.
Sure, that sounds great. Is this still part of your news? Or are you done ranting now?
Stop acting like you don't care.
You said you were gonna share your excited news, and you've done that. It doesn't seem like you have anything else worth saying after that wonderful rant of yours. Does your fiancé know you're texting with me? Shouldn't you be spending time with your special new guy instead?
No, I didn't really mention it. I didn't think it was a big deal.
Of course you didn't anyway. Thanks again for that great update.
What? You really don't have anything else to say? Really?
No. Why would I? What needs to be said?
I don't know. I didn't think you'd react like this.
What did you expect? What were you hoping for exactly? Did you want me to get upset or angry? I told you I'm over it already. The whole situation is pretty hilarious. You actually married the guy you cheated with a couple of days after we broke up. It doesn't get much funnier than that. I've been laughing this whole time. I should be thanking you.
What is so funny?
So, congrats on your happy little marriage. I'm busy now. You should have to find someone else to share all that excitement with.
Hey, we need to talk, Steve. It's very serious. It's about Pete. There's something horribly wrong. Pete's supposed to be rich, but the paycheck income doesn't make any sense at all. He works at one of the biggest IT company, but he isn't making any money at all. How can he be making only $700 a month?
How did you find that out? Did you go looking at his pay slips or something?
Of course I did. It's a good thing I did, otherwise I wouldn't have known for even longer. I couldn't believe it. A measly $700.
You're right. That isn't very much money. It might be because he's only working a part-time job.
What do you mean a part-time job? Why would he be working a part-time job if he already has a job?
He does work in an IT company, but not full-time. He's only working there part-time, and he doesn't really do much, only part-time.
Only part-time.
I'm pretty sure he had only started working this job a year ago. Up until then he had just been living off his mother at home doing nothing. She probably got tired of him doing nothing and pushed him to start working at least part-time job.
He was living off his parents? Are you saying that Pete was a basement dweller?
That's a bit harsh, but probably a good way to put it. I think he did live in the basement.
I didn't have any idea that he'd been mooching off his parents for so long. But, how do you know so much about Pete? He never talked about his work that much.
Because he was my stepbrother.
What? Really? Is he your brother?
No, he was. He isn't anymore.
What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense.
My mother passed away when I was only 3 years old. When I was in junior high, my father remarried someone who also already had a kid. I think we've talked about it before. I guess you don't remember, right? The woman my father remarried was Pete's mother. Anyway, my father and his mother got divorced a year ago. That's why I said he was my brother.
That means you aren't technically related anymore then.
Well, I don't think we were ever technically really related. That's very fortunate for me. He always hated me even from the first look. So it's not like we ever treated each other as siblings. Even though we aren't related or on good terms with one another, we live in the same area. It's not hard to hear about his situation through our neighbors. Word of mouth, you know.
I can't believe this. So you knew all about him from the beginning and you never told me. Why didn't you say something? Why didn't you correct me? I thought that he was rich.
Why would I do that? Are you seriously saying that to your fiancée?
But you could have said something.
Layla, I don't actually know all the things in the first place. When you say your new boyfriend name was Pete, I didn't know that's my stepbrother. But I did hire a detective to investigate your relationship. And it's quite easy to find out everything. Pete just bragged about his salary to you. It's never easy to earn $1 million a year, Layla. But you were too greedy to realize that. And I had some conversation with Pete too.
What? Did you guys talk to each other?
It's pretty funny. Pete had said similar things to what you did before. He thought you were making a lot of money working at a salon. And that he was gonna hit the jackpot.
He said what?
Did you ever mention that your aunt was the only one working at a salon? Maybe he was under the impression that you were the one making all the money.
I think I may have mentioned something like that before.
Well, I don't know what you told him or how the conversation was. Somewhere along the line there was a bit of miscommunication. Or maybe the two of you weren't coherent when you had some of these conversations.
This can't be happening. I can't believe this.
Whatever, Layla. It isn't my problem. I'm sure the two of you will work things out and communicate better from now. I don't want to be involved with you or Pete anymore. Please don't bother me about this again.
Wait. Steve, you can't just ignore me like that.
What's wrong, Layla? We're done. You are the one to say that.
Steve, I know I'm wrong right now. Can we go back to we used to be? We used to be happy, right? Don't you remember that days?
Yeah, I do. I even bought an apartment at the city center in case we would get married.
Really? Why don't you tell me that?
I had been dating for 3 years before you cheated on me. I did love you so much. Actually, I was planning to propose you. I have to save every penny to prepare for our future. I don't even want to buy new clothes and car.
I'm really surprised, Steve. Everyone just knows you are an average guy working at an old factory.
I don't care what others think about me. I just need to do my work. My boss has recently given me a raise, too.
I'm sorry, Steve. Everyone makes faults, you know. Can you forgive me?
No. It's too late, Layla. To be honest, I feel lucky not to marry you. You backstabbed me. Can't imagine if you would be my wife. That's it. We have nothing else to say. Never contact me again. I don't want to see your face. Once Layla and Pete realized the truth about each other's work and income, they broke out into a huge argument. It turns out that what little money they both had was frivolously wasted. Everything including their savings had been used up. In that short month, they spared no expense under the delusion that the other person would be able to cover everything without any problems. On top of their financial problems, apparently Layla's aunt was actually renting the apartment they lived in on their behalf. She'd been receiving a flood of noise complaint from the other tenants of the apartment building, and eventually decided to cancel the lease. Layla and Pete had no choice but to move out of the apartment. It wasn't long after that the two of them filed for a divorce. Poor them,